Well, the investigation would absolutely be under what their intent was in saying this. And the question, we've all watched this a lot today, and the question you have to ask yourself is, what is their intent? What is the reason that they all went on a video and encouraged young men and women to defy court orders without even giving a hint of what's illegal, without even giving any suggestion of what law or what order they're being asked to violate? You cannot do that in this country, especially if you're a leader. And so what does the investigation look like? I think they should be held to account. I think that those congressmen should be required to answer questions and to answer questions about why they did what they did. And the American people deserve that, and so does President Trump.
So Kristen Welker of NBC is flat out asking this Senator, Amy Klobuchar, what exactly did, what were the illegal acts? Can you be specific to tell us what the illegal acts you are telling the military to disobey Trump on? And when she is asked this question, and by the way, there is more clips of Democratic senators literally getting pressed on this issue. You guys got to hear exactly what they said, because they have absolutely no idea what Trump has told the military and the acts that are illegal. They have no idea. And they're literally surrendering here as they have absolutely, again, no idea what to say or what to do. And this is crazy.
I wonder, do you know what the specific illegal acts are that your Democratic colleagues were referring to there?
Well, it's very clear in this code for the military that you cannot follow unlawful orders. And, that would be, I'll just use an example. Some of the judges have now found in certain cities that it is not legal to send in the National Guard. And those National Guard members have come home. Some of them are still there. But if their commander were to tell them, hey, go out on the streets and do this and that, that's not following the order that is in law. So I just use that example. I'm sure my colleagues would have other.
It is what? It's crazy to realize how dumb our politicians could possibly be. Politicians, I told you guys, senators and representatives, they are not that bright. Senator Klobuchar, National Guard troops are being deployed. That what? And it gets worse, because on ABC, it gets worse. On ABC, Slotkin gets asked, has Trump issued any illegal orders? And it could not have been more disastrous.
So let's talk right now. Do you believe President Trump has issued any illegal orders?
To my knowledge, I am not aware of things that are illegal, but
oh Lord have mercy. They made a video literally to disobey. This is, again, I'm at a loss for words watching this. And this is all over the internet now. So we're listening to these senators and these Democrats who have come out and made these videos to tell the military, hey, you can disobey if it's an illegal order, while not being specific as to what the illegal orders they're basically assuming it is. Assuming that Trump, what are the illegal orders then? Let's actually talk about it. And it just gets worse and worse and worse. This continues on. Here she is being asked, and she invokes Nuremberg in her defense of Democrats of the illegal orders that Trump and the administration have given the military. Take a listen to this. This gets even worse.
It is very clear that no one should follow an illegal order, but it's very murky when you look at what is an illegal order. And if you go into morally, ethically, that's a pretty tough thing to look at and say, how do I navigate this?
Look, if you're going back to Nuremberg, right, they told me to do it, that's why I murdered people, is not an excuse. If you look at popular culture, there's you watch, A Few Good Men, we have plenty of examples since World War II in Vietnam where people were told to follow illegal orders and they did it and they were prosecuted for it. So the best thing for people to do is go to their JAG officer, their local law enforcement or a legal officer in their unit, and ask for some explanation, ask for help. And that's what
they are going backwards. This is common sense. They are going extremely backwards because they know they've been caught in their tracks. They know exactly what they were trying to do. And the leader of all of this, let's actually go to this one because it gets worse, ladies and gentlemen. It really does. This is Representative Jason Crow, and he is panicking now that he's committed sedition, and now he is being widely condemned for it. So he told U.S. military to disobey direct orders. This is indefensible. Many people are saying that this requires hardcore punishment. So here he is on CBS, Face the Nation.
Let's get to the content of what you had in that video you released, because there are also 15 House Republicans who are also veterans who released a video, including a retired 3-star Marine Corps General, Jack Bergman. Take a listen to this.
Troops, listen up. Any service member who refuses a lawful order is subject to court-martial for violating the Uniform Code of Military Justice.
We study what's lawful and what's not lawful, and the Democrats stunt insinuating that they're illegal or unconstitutional orders. It's downright dangerous.
It is corrosive. It is meant to weaken our country and weaken the military.
How do you respond?
So by the way, if you guys have not watched the video of that this guy and the 6 Democrats made about disobeying the military orders, that was the GOP. That was Republicans coming on and doing the same thing and being very clear about what they shouldn't be doing. So there's a rebuttal here. And you guys, this is where it becomes the best part. So I need you guys to listen to this. Make sure to smash the like button.
Legal or unconstitutional orders. It's downright dangerous.
It is corrosive. It is meant to weaken our country and weaken the military.
How do you respond to these allegations from your colleagues, fellow veterans, that what you have put out there is weakening and corrosive to the military?
Well, these unfortunately are some of Trump's core supporters that are rallying behind the president, and they know better. They know exactly the difference between lawful versus unlawful. We were very clear in the video that what we're talking about is unlawful orders. You have the president's spokesperson going into a press conference this past week and saying that we called for people to disobey lawful orders. They're simply lying because the truth is unacceptable to them. It's unacceptable. We wanted to start a conversation, and we did, about the dangerous rhetoric this president is using and the threats that he's made to use our military in an unlawful way.
Specifically what?
Well, send troops into Chicago, send troops into polling stations, kill terrorists' families, arrest and execute members of Congress, shoot peaceful protesters in Lafayette Square. Need I go on? He has a history of doing this. And if we wait until the moment that he gives a manifestly unlawful order to a young soldier, then we have failed them. We have to start that conversation now and get people thinking about the distinction, which is exactly what we did.
Yeah. So those,
again, they can't name you exactly what was the illegal acts. And this is where I think the Trump administration will step in. What did he just say in front of the world, Americans? He just said some crazy stuff that apparently the Trump administration has been told to shoot protesters. They told the military to do that. That they've been deployed to Chicago. This is getting out of hand, ladies and gentlemen. This is the part where I say, in my opinion, where if this gets out of hand, like if you have military men and women now flat out because they disagree with Trump's politics to do something or fight within the military, these people know exactly what they're doing, bro. They are trying to cause chaos. But let's actually go, because this gets, again, let's be honest here. I want to read this comment. Let's be accurate. Did they remind the military the obligation to disobey unlawful orders? That's correct. What's dangerous in this implication that any past or future orders are unlawful? That was the seditious behavior, creating doubt among servicemen without cause. They all know of their obligation and oath. Agreed, says Paul. They're clearly trying to cause chaos and a deterioration in the chain of command. The same way they've encouraged people to not comply with the police. It's sedition and it needs to be prosecuted. Those are the arguments from both sides. But I actually want to play this clip here. I thought it was very important. It's from News Nation, Bhatia. I think that's her name, Unger Sargon. Watch what she has to say here.
A group of Democratic lawmakers who served in the military or as intelligence officers put out a disturbing video this week encouraging our armed service members to refuse orders from the Trump administration.
Americans trust their military.
But that trust is at risk. This administration is pitting our uniformed military
And intelligence community professionals
against American citizens. Like us, you all swore an oath
to protect and defend this Constitution.
Right now, the threats to our Constitution aren't just coming from abroad, but from right here at home. Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
You can refuse illegal orders.
You must refuse illegal orders.
I'm sorry, this video is appalling. How exactly is the administration pitting our military against American citizens? How has it threatened the Constitution? The administration has abided by every single court order, including patently ridiculous ones that were immediately overturned by higher courts. They are suggesting the military disobey orders from the executive branch, and they call Trump an insurrectionist. Noting the irony, President Trump responded on Truth Social, posting seditious behavior punishable by death. Those defending the video argue that it's simply stating a fact. Members of the military should refuse illegal orders. But the subtext of the video is obvious. Trump is not a legitimate president, and his orders should be treated as suspect by our men and women in uniform.
Yeah, it's just that simple. It's really just that simple. They actually don't even believe Trump is a rightful president. They actually believe, oh my God, he's a criminal, 34 count, convicted felon. You should just really disobey this guy. Don't deploy. Don't listen to him. And this is where, again, these are the dangers. I believe these are really the dangers. And this is a nervous laugh from me because when you think about it, bro, this could really get out of hand very, very, very fast. Let me actually play this last clip real quick. Abby Phillips going at it with Terry Schilling. Take a listen to this wild exchange.
It's a wink and a nod, and it's all meant to undermine the president of the United States. The military does not have a right to undermine the chief.
Hold on a second. In this country, you do get to undermine the president of the United States.
Not if you're in the military.
No.
He's the commander-in-chief.
If you are a member of Congress, you absolutely, in this country, have a free right to undermine the president of the United States.
To undermine the commander-in-chief.
Yeah, so what the heck was that? What the heck was that? Like, what was that? Like, she literally... Not if you're in the military, if you're a member of Congress, ... But if they're calling on the military to undermine the commander-in-chief. I'll tell you, 18 U.S. Code 2387 makes it a federal crime to advise, counsel, or urge insubordination or mutiny, either directly or keyword indirectly, through written or printed matter directed at any member of the military. Sedition is speech or conduct that incites rebellion against a government or established authority, often defined as advocating for the overthrow or obstruction of government by force. Historically, it has been used to suppress political dissent, and in the United States, it is a federal crime, such as the case of seditious conspiracy. Legal definitions often involve words or actions that stir up discontent, hostility, or contempt toward the government or its laws. This is getting pretty crazy, guys. It's getting pretty scary out there. That is my opinion on this. They literally were all over the press today being pressed on this. And Slotkin couldn't name you. She couldn't really name you any illegal acts. Crow decided to say that apparently the administration was calling to shoot protesters, or this is getting pretty crazy. There is a huge meltdown happening in the DNC, and I'm not sure where it's going to lead us. But that is my opinion for today, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what your thoughts are on this. This is actually insane.